You've been dreaming for so many years to start your YouTube channel, but still haven't done it, just waiting for the right moment when you buy a camera, get some inspiration, finally find yourself interesting, and many other excuses. Come on, we can do better than that. In this video, I will try to share the basics of starting a YouTube channel, just shooting on your phone. As some of you might know, I'm Elim, and I have two YouTube channels, which I've started with my good old iPhone 11. Which I have for like 5 years now. In this video, I will try to cover each topic, from shooting to editing, from content planning to posting, and many more. And hopefully will provide you with a fundamental base on starting your YouTube channel.
I know, I'm by far not a professional and still have a lot to learn myself.
But I love it, and hopefully this video can help you overcome the same struggles that I have. Let's start with what we actually have to make the video.
First and foremost, we need something to actually record the video.
And what's good here that nowadays almost everyone has a capable camera in their pockets. Our phones. For the best results, try to use the highest resolution possible.
On my iPhone 11, I usually just use 4K and 30 frames per second.
Also, there are different apps which allow you to tweak some camera settings on your phone manually, so you can explore them as well.
One of the most crucial things from gear here is a tripod.
Just buying a little tripod can enhance the quality of your videos by a lot. I used this one for almost 2 years, but unfortunately now it broke.
A tripod will help you make it easier for the viewer to watch your video. This is not you all the time running around with a shaky camera. And of course, it makes it way easier to film, as you can film these static shots just by yourself.
Also, you can try using different accessories like fisheye lenses, macro lenses, gimbals, and so on. Try to be creative. As I understood myself and from your feedback, sound is a crucial part of your video. So, investing in a little lav mic can be quite useful. But even if you don't have it, it's okay, your phone can handle it.
Here, we will just have to think a bit more about the space that we're in. Is it noisy? Is there an echo? And so on.
When we have something with what we can actually shoot the video on, we need some editing software where we can put the video together. Right now there are quite a lot of options for editing just on your phones. We all know apps like CapCut, VN, LumaFusion, even iMovie.
For iPads, there is a free version of DaVinci Resolve, which is pretty cool. For computers and laptops, we have Final Cut Pro, Premiere, DaVinci Resolve, and many more.
Personally, I use apps like Final Cut Pro or DaVinci Resolve, depending on the project.
Here, some apps might seem quite intuitive, others might seem quite complicated.
But oftentimes, it can be quite useful to get through this learning curve of some of the more advanced programs, as it will enable you more tools and a ground to play with later on.
Next, let's talk about the content of our videos.
Here, one of the helpful things is to kind of draft in advance what you want your channel to look like. What kind of ideas, topics, concepts, and communication you want to ideally have on your channel.
Of course, this will change throughout your journey as you learn more and more. But to have some understanding in the beginning, it's always good.
Then, we have to build our content organization system. It can be different for everyone. For me personally, it's a Notion database. There, I store different ideas for my future videos, keep track of current ones, and have ideas and scripts for each of my videos. It really helps you keep your thoughts organized and not forget anything.
Another quite helpful thing here is when brainstorming your video ideas, initially start with the video title and thumbnail ideas.
It will make it easier for you to actually further package the video and make it more attractive for the viewer to actually click on your video. And last but not least, scheduling when and how often you want to make your videos. Try to incorporate it into your weekly routine if you want to take it more seriously.
But it's also good to remember that for some of the more creative videos, it can be hard to follow the super defined schedule. So that's okay.
Moreover, depending on the type of your video, you might need to carry out some research in advance. So don't forget that as well. Therefore, sometimes I find it super helpful to have scripts of what exactly I want to say in that video. For some other videos, I usually write down some generic ideas, events, or some topics that I want to share in that particular video.
Next, we're gonna talk about the filming process. First, let's talk about framing. This is basically how you decide to place your camera, in what angle, where you want to place your subject in the frame, and so on. Sometimes these decisions are gonna be quite fast, and probably in the beginning it's not the most important thing.
But as you learn more and more, you can start playing with it. Have fun, experiment, find references from movies, learn from them, and see what looks beautiful for you.
You can try to play with shapes, objects, perspectives, guiding lines, and many more. Just try to notice things around you. Second, we're gonna talk about lighting. This is gonna strongly depend on the type of the video that you're making.
Sometimes you just need to properly light your face. Sometimes you don't need to care about it at all and just vlog. Sometimes you can spend lots of time setting up just right so you can reach the wanted image.
As I understand it, it's a powerful tool to shape the mood and character of your video. I'm learning quite a lot about it myself, but it's quite fun to find some creative ways to incorporate it into your videos. And these little lamps or some natural light can make your videos even more interesting, that's for sure.
But one of the things is that most of the cameras on usual phones are not so great in low light conditions, so proper lighting can be a great tool to enhance the overall picture quality.
Next is where we're actually shooting the video, the actual place. Again, depending on the type of the video that you're making, it can be in your room, outside, in nature, in your studio, and so on. Here it's quite cool not to limit your imagination and try different corners and angles of places you have available for yourself. If you have some control over it, you can try decorating the place you're in and make it a bit more fun. Next we have what I call extra effort. These are some fun transitions that you can incorporate in the filming process, or some other cool techniques like match cut, duplicate screen, split screen, tracking shots, and many more. Just have fun with it. And last but not least, make it easier to watch. With your filming, try to help your viewer understand better what you're saying by what you're showing.
One of the useful things here is keeping a bank of B-rolls, which you can use in your future videos to kinda overlay on top of your speaking parts.
At this stage, we already have a shot video. Now, we have to put the video together and make it engaging to watch.
First, we open up our editing software and import all the footage. The most basic but the most powerful tool here is just the usual cut.
Here, it's important to learn how to cut in the right places, where to have a little pause or where to remove it, where to cut faster so you can pick up the pacing, or where to make it slower.
Then, once we have the filtered base of the video organized in the right order, we can sort of stack other little fun parts on top of it. Imagine like a cake. You have the base, now you have to make it beautiful and tasty. In order to achieve that, we can use the following things: effects, overlays, transitions, motion graphics, some interesting designs, and interesting techniques like J and L cuts, where the sound from previous or next video overlays to the current clip. There are a lot of fun stuff out there, and you can learn all of that on YouTube, so do that. Also, music and sound effects are crucial. They can either build or destroy your video.
Sound effects can help you engage your viewer. Music can help you enhance the emotion or idea that you want to convey. Here, you can try using non-copyright music libraries like the one from YouTube, or some other paid options like Music by Epidemic Sound, Artlist, and many more. Of course, you can use copyrighted music if you really feel like it matches your video, and I think in some cases it's better to create a better story than just caring about the monetization money, especially when in the beginning there is no monetization.
At the end of the day, you can make your own music and sound effects.
Another quite important part here is color grading. I know when just starting your channel, it's not that important, and it wasn't important for me. Usually focusing on your content is a better option, but still, if you want to learn it, it's another powerful tool to enhance your video, to better convey the emotion and the idea of your video. At the end of the day, it can be as simple as applying a lot and then tweaking some little things.
Last but not least, we're gonna talk about what to do once you've actually made the video.
Here we once again have to check if the title and thumbnail match the idea of your video, your channel concept, and is it attractive for the viewer to click on.
For designing the thumbnails, you can use apps like Photoshop or Canva. Also, there are many different options on your phones. Then, you open up your YouTube studio and upload the video.
In the beginning, sometimes it might be hard, as your videos are not gonna be reaching thousands and thousands of views, as you expected. So don't be discouraged.
Try to think more long term and focus on consistency, improving, learning, and having fun with it.
When making a new video, of course, focus on making it great, but also keep in mind the big picture of your whole channel.
Try to build this base of 20 or 30 videos, so once one of your videos gets big or kinda viral, then the viewers can get into this kinda loop of watching your other videos.
And also, don't forget to engage with your audience. Don't overthink the hate and stay true to yourself. So, to sum it all up, use your videos to tell a story, to share ideas and information, to share experiences and inspiration. Use it to talk, use it to say things, use it to express yourself. And thirdly, of course, this will change throughout the year. Okay.
Try to think more long term.
Блин, я все красным сделал.
Get a myth.